Leo, welcome to Esoteric Tales and Tarot. This is your April monthly reading. Happy Easter as well, because it is Easter Sunday when I'm filming this video. But, you could be watching this, Leo, at any time, even if it's not throughout April. Whenever you find this video, the messages are there for you. So the crystal ball was really interesting for you because I got paparazzi. It was really bright, flashing lights. And I thought, oh, are you seeing someone famous, or are you going to be famous? Or is that what you're wishing for? Are you kind of hoping to have some sort of celebrity status or influence status, something like that, where you're working hard at it? Because I really saw this working hard, and there's something about you being out, or there's symbolism of me seeing the paparazzi, people looking at you, Leo, and you're conscious of the fact that people are watching you at the moment. So it was, or you're manifesting that, like becoming more popular or famous, or becoming your products or services having more eyes on you, more followers, something along those lines was really coming through. And I was seeing literally the camera going bang, bang, and, flashes coming in. And then when I really looked into the ball, the next thing, it sort of fades out and then morphs into another scene. And the odd thing I saw was that mask from, the movie Scream. It's a movie from, I think they remade different movies. Scream, it was sort of a horror movie. So I don't know whether you've worn one of those masks before for Halloween, or there's some sort of connection back to a party or Halloween. There could be something like that. But I did also see it as someone wearing a mask and watching over at what you're doing too, Leo. So I did see it as that. Whether there's a bit of I think I've had a lurker for you before, as somebody who's watching you and watching what you're doing. Of course, we're coming into Mercury retrograde as well, which is going to last for pretty much the duration of April. So just keep that in mind with your security settings, popping things on your profiles or changing your passwords, things like that's always a good idea. But it just feels as though somebody might be watching, trying to copycat you, but it could also be some sort of reference to that movie Scream, that you've watched it recently, or you have a memory of someone who you're watching it with, because often, even the last couple of readings, I've had the Six of Cups coming up for people from the past, which is kind of my Mercury retrograde card. And we're going to check out the messages in the Light Seers Tarot shortly. But to see what you're getting. But it could be people from the past that you're thinking about, or somebody from the past that's looking into you. Perhaps they are wearing a bit of a mask. It's just an interesting vision that I got for you with that strange old movie mask. So let's see what we're getting for this. We're in eclipse season as well. So we've got a big full solar eclipse, which is mainly going to be seen in different areas over in America and Canada, not so much down here in Australia, but there's certainly energy coming through for you to do with eclipses as well, that I was seeing, that whole thing of getting rid of things and to usher in the new, to manifest. That's what a lot of that paparazzi was. We've got the Empress here. Beautiful earth sign energy here for you. So your Tauruses, your Virgos and your Capricorns, coming through here, Leo, which is good for you because, feeling as though you're birthing something new or coming out in the spotlight. It could be a fertility card if you're wanting to have children, that's coming, and that could be what is this new project or new thing. But I really felt, again, I just feel as though we're going to see things to do with you being more out there, more exposure, and people finding you or seeing you for some reason. I'm wondering if you've got a platform like a YouTube to you know, where you're putting yourself out there. The King of Swords coming up here, so air sign energy, and one who is the King of Swords is always one that's done his research and has all of the knowledge required. It's funny because I just heard the crows outside the window and I thought it's time to do your reading. But this is your Aquariuses, your Geminis, and your Libran kind of energy as well. But I always think that this is a person who's in their king energy, who has studied everything that they need to become the expert in their field, or they're going to have a point of bit difference and be well known. So this is quite important for you, Leo, if you're resonating with this and it's to do with your, the Eight of Pentacles. Look at what you've been working on here. You've been manifesting here. You've had time to reflect and to study. Again, here's the books. You've put in the work, you've meditated on it, you've got all of the tricks of the trade here, and you've been growing your pentacles, and you've kind of done this independently, I feel like a little bit in the background, and now you're ready to come forward with whatever you've been concocting here. But the Eight of Pentacles is something where you've actually made the most of times of solitude. That could have been back in the time when we had nonsense sort of lockdowns and things. You could have been using all of that time to your best advantage. And here we go, the Hermit, just to confirm that. Virgo energy here, which could be, because it's below the Empress here, could be Virgo that's relevant to this. But another major arcana, and as I was saying, the time in solitude, you had time to come up with how you were going to pitch yourself, how you were going to take a different path, how you're going to illuminate the way, how you're going to use the stars and your wishes. And I think you're really ready to do something quite cool, to kind of place yourself in a different field, to kind of come out so that people can see you. This is interesting because the Five of Cups is now here, saying that, I think you feel as though something was tipped out, or things hadn't gone totally in your favor, but you're actually tipping out the last two cups here. These ones were spilt, but just be aware of not looking at the things that you had, your two cups that were upright with plenty of fluid in them. Maybe it was that you've had a bit of an emotional setback at some point. Don't let that energy overtake. And maybe that is when you've got somebody from the past that might be looking in, where I got the mask from, because look at the bottom of the deck. You've got the 10 of Cups. Happy life, happy, family, all of this abundance here. You can see like a magic wand, that's a flute that's being sung around you. And I feel like these are kind of your magic quartz crystal singing bowls in all the colors, and the chakras and everything all going, and that you have everything that you need to be completely content. And if that's not here, it's on its way, Leo, because you're on the right track. Look at these two cards. Whatever you're building is certainly going to bring you what you want, because you've worked hard. I really do feel like that's the case. Let's grab an angel wishes message from the Debbie Malone deck. Your angels will only give you the challenges that you are capable of handling. There you go, Leo. So if things have been a little bit tricky, it's just because there will be some lesson there that you needed to learn. Perhaps it was about the people that are surrounding you and who you need to shuffle on. Sometimes that can come up if we think, we're going ahead with projects or we're doing something, and someone could have been, going to upset your future, so they've had to be removed. So I'm going to grab a message now from the Lovers Oracle, which is the Toni, Carmine, Salerno, beautiful artwork here, to see whether there's any extra message here for you out of the Oracle cards. I've just done an unboxing of this deck on my channel. If you want to have a look at it, they're absolutely beautiful cards. That's definitely your one. and you look at the artwork, so beautiful, and then there's a message on the back. Trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. Trust. I think that these show you trust that all the work you've done is going to reap you these rewards. So don't get, oh, and look, my goodness, look at what is under your 10 of Cups. You've got the 10 of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. I'm not even going to go any further because there's, oh, Leo, it's just, wow. It's wow kind of energy. So all the work is paid off. Trust that it's coming if it hasn't already arrived. Don't worry about others. Keep moving forward. Go and check out my manifesting series because I've been doing them from the lunar eclipse and it's going to go up to the 8th of April, which is the solar eclipse. It's getting rid of something each day to usher in new energy. And then if we do it together, it's going to build exponentially. So I'd love you to join in the crew. I'm just writing a little list each day, setting an intention, getting rid of something that's not serving me, an emotion, a feeling, a thought pattern, some hoarding, some junk, anything to give me the fresh energy that I need to keep manifesting and growing forward, because I think that's how we get beautiful energy for 2024 and we can, create our empires. Thanks so much for tuning in, Leo. Happy Easter and enjoy April month. Wow, you've got something really coming here that is just amazing. Thanks for tuning in. Let me know how this relates in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for liking, sharing and subscribing. Cheers, Leo.